What's up, guys? My name is Mike Marino. Welcome to day number 33 of the 60-day video momentum. And Rogan says hi too. He's right here. Say hi, Rogan. Where is he? Say hi, Rogan. Hey. Say hi. Anyway, today's question is, what is the toughest part about thinking about the future? Now, it might not seem like it in these videos, but I'm quite introverted. I'm usually in my head thinking a lot, and most of the time when I'm thinking, I'm usually thinking about the things that I have to do that day or that month, or I'm thinking about the future, or I'm thinking about future conversations. I imagine myself having conversations with people in the future that I want to have, and that happens automatically. Like, it's not something that I sit down and I'm going to think about the future right now. Usually that's my default mode. You know, when you're kind of spaced out and you're kind of just daydreaming. Well, I do that quite often, and I'm usually thinking about the future. Now, one thing that's hard about it is actually something that I watched Phil Reynolds' video on this topic. And he said that one of the hardest things is that the future actually really isn't here yet. So there's a lot of unknowns. There's actually a lot of unknowns about the future. And when you think about it, when we think about the future doesn't actually exist. The only thing that exists is the now. So what we're doing is we're just kind of thinking in our own mind, and we're projecting what might happen in the future, or projecting what we might want to happen. Here's the thing though, I find that when I'm just going through my day, I'm thinking about, okay, I gotta do this, and I have to finish this, and I have these goals that I want. I want to grow my business, I want to reach more customers, and I want to be healthy, and work on my health and my energy. So I might think in my head, I'm like, okay, I gotta reach out to a few people today and maybe plan some things out on paper. And maybe I should write a to-do list. So I'll write a to-do list. I'm like, okay, I gotta do these things if I want to be successful. But here's the thing: when I'm thinking from I gotta do this and I should do this, a lot of the times I'm coming from a place of confusion. Like, I have all of these ideas and it's a little confusing. And also, when I come from that mindset, that kind of like I gotta do this and I gotta do that, it's not coming from a high state of energy. It's not coming from, yeah, I'm gonna get this done. So that's what I've been doing as part of my morning ritual, is starting to be more intentional with what I want to create, rather than just kind of let my mind unconsciously think about the future. Because what I find is, if we don't have that intensity to move forward, I find that I have a lot of blind spots. So here's what I mean. What I started doing in my morning ritual is I'll start by saying, I'm so grateful, and I'll do this while I'm going for a walk. I'm so grateful. And I'll talk about all the things that I'm grateful for now. It's actually proven, if you're talking about the things that you're grateful for and thinking about the things that you're grateful for, then there's going to be chemicals released in your body that make you feel good. It actually makes you feel good physically in your body, and those happy emotions, I guess you could call them happy emotions, or at least these chemicals that are released in the body that make you feel happy, they actually contribute to the way you're thinking automatically. Remember how I said I automatically go to, I gotta do this, I gotta do that? Well, I noticed that if I say, I'm so grateful, and I focus on things that I'm grateful for, like, I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for my friends, and I'm grateful that I'm taking the time to do a ritual like this, and be disciplined, and I'm grateful that I'm for my health, and I go through that, and I feel better. I physically feel better, and it's proven that more positive, it creates a positive emotional state, and that positive emotional state will create this feeling of optimism in your mind. So the next thing I do is say, I'm so grateful for, and then I talk about all the things that I'm grateful for that will happen in the future. So one of the things I want to be in a point of my life where I'm making enough money and it's a stable income where I could travel wherever and whenever I want without feeling guilt. So I could say, you know what? I could say to my girlfriend, I could say, Laura, let's go on a trip tomorrow, or let's go on a trip next week, and we could say, okay, yeah, that sounds fun, and let's go. And it doesn't require a whole lot of stress and strain because of thinking about oh, we have to work some extra hours, or I don't know where we're going to get that money, but okay, let's do our best. That's kind of where I feel that I am at right now. I don't feel like I could just drop everything and travel wherever and whenever I want. But I know that one day that I will. And so I focus on that. Now here's the thing. To get there, I have to do things that are scary. I have to do things like reach out to prospective customers, ideal customers, people that might be interested in my services and my courses, which are all about reaching more people and gaining confidence on online video so people get more customers and sales. I have to go out and talk to people. Now, if I were just coming from the mindset of, you know what, I'm just going to think about the things I got to do, I'm coming from that mindset of confusion and I got to do this, then I'm in a place where my emotional state isn't as high, and I'll say, yeah, I gotta talk to some people today. Geez, that's really important. What will happen is that I'll start saying to myself, well, do you know what? Maybe I should plan the conversation a little bit better, and maybe I should work on this little thing over here before I do that, because that's more important than the conversation right now. Or maybe I should, practice, plan some other thing or do some other work or whatever. But if I come from that high emotional state, then all of a sudden I know it's going to be done. I say to myself, I'm so grateful that I took the time today to have amazing conversations with people. I'll say that. And later in the day, what I'll notice is I'll have a huge amount of fear in my body. Like I'll be scared. And what I realized is that I'm afraid because I'm actually following through with this. I didn't feel that fear when I was just like, yeah, I got to do this, and because I knew inside that I really wasn't going to follow through with it. But now I'm in that positive state and I know it's going to happen. Then all of a sudden I feel that rush. I'm like, oh crap, this is actually happening. And but you know what? Things are actually happening when I do that. Things are happening when I take the time to create my future rather than just idly think about it. I'm creating the future I want and getting to that positive, high emotional state. So I'm ready to face those fears when they come up, and I'm ready to receive, a lot of things that will just come to me, I imagine. Like if I put out this energy, this it will come back and return to me. So anyway, that's the way I think about it. Sorry, I'm now in the dark, so you're talking to this dark figure. Anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Peace.